Hey Rangers, welcome back to another video. Today we're looking at Power Rangers issue 2. I've got to admit, this one wasn't too bad. It was a completely different one. Majority of it is pretty much the same, so we're going to be talking, it might be a little shorter review of it, but if you like this sort of content anyway and you want to see more, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, as well as the cheeky notification bell to be notified when more videos drop. Yeah, let's jump straight into it. So this issue is mainly all about the Omega Rangers being on their ship. Draken has given them codes and stuff, like a flight plan to get to the Imperials and stuff like that. But it's kind of led into a dead deep space and stuff, and there could be loads of monsters, etc., etc. The main robot is saying like, should they really trust Draken? Like now they've become outlaws, and Jason doesn't like this. He says like, the blue emissary chose him to do this, etc., etc. It gets to the point where Jason is becoming more like, me all the time, and I'm not a big fan of that. It just feels like it's a shitty thing. Like constantly, Jason just seems to be this arrogant, like, I need to be right. I am the leader. I am this. Everything is bad. We have to fix it, and it's kind of rushing fixing, which I don't like. So as they're on the ship, Trini is taking Draken away. And I like Trini in this. Draken really tries to turn around and go, like, try and play mind games with her. Turns around and says, like, you should be the leader. You're the one, like, you're a caring soul. And, she turns around and says, Draken. And it's the first time, because I think in the previous things where Draken has been called Tommy, he's hated it. He's gone, no, how dare you type thing. So he says, like, oh, please call me, like, Tommy. And she's like, do you think that I'm stupid? And I like this because this is not the Trini, as I said previously in one of the other reviews, this isn't Trini. This isn't the Trini that we know. She's grown up, she's matured, she knows exactly what's going on, and she wants to stop Draken completely. So as everyone is kind of doing work, the power goes out in the ship, and all the life system, the powers is being drained from the ship. We find out that there is like vampires. The vampires on this one that are feeding off energy, and it's been pretty much a trap. Like the entire thing, that is an entire trap going on. So the Omega Rangers need to go from one space to the other, trying to figure out what's going on with the power supply, and they run into these vampires, which again isn't too bad, but it's kind of like a cliche. I think as soon as you think that like space aliens and vampires draining energy, that's particularly it. So I kind of had like maybe an Aliens type moment when I was reading this, and it was good. Like obviously the Rangers were trying to fix the power supply, they were trying to fight, they were attacking, and they were getting somewhere. And even in like the first page, you see like, I think is it Jason, he just turns around. Oh no, it's the kind of like second page in where Jason's fighting everyone. And in the first page, Trini is in space, and you're kind of wondering, why is Trini in space? With this, it's very simple. She literally opened the air duct and went straight out of it, taking the bad guys with her. So I have a feeling that Trini's going to be the one to save the day, to make sure everyone's fine, because she will find a way back into space, maybe hitting the bad guys and pushing herself forward, or being kind of like pulled in. So you find out that Draken has kind of really... either he's made a deal with them, or he's working with them, or knows about them, which is good, but it's kind of a trope where we know it. I would have been more surprised if Tommy or Draken was actually fighting these monsters. That would have been more of a surprise to me, because now it just feels like any sort of bad guy, Draken's going to be the sort of character where he's like, oh, I can help you, I can give you this, but I want power, or don't spare me. Like, do you remember those sorts of bad guys where they would like think, I can imagine like Iago in like Disney's Aladdin, like the cartoon series or the films. As soon as someone was more powerful or better, they jump ship, and you'd see this very similar to like Goldar in Mighty Morphin, where he was with Rita and then he jumped ship. That's how I see this. And I really hope Draken doesn't become this bad guy where that for this entire whole series he was amazing. Like he was strong and he could do this. He could beat anyone. And then obviously when he got captured, it kind of knocked his strength, his ego a bit. But it just feels like I don't want him to become a lackey. I want him to kind of redeem. And I said, like, if he had decided to join the fight against these bad guys, or if he does it later on, more respect to him. but for this, I'm not a huge fan. I just think it's a very kind of weak-minded way of doing it. So, so kind of wrapping this up, like even though that you see a lot of times like Zach and Jason and Trini kind of running through the ship, doing stuff, fighting these monsters and trying to take them down, I feel like this was kind of a very quick like comic where it's like, here's a little bit, like you saw Zach like become friends with that cat thing and that was it. But yeah, I think that was pretty much it. I just see Trini saving the day, which I'm very okay with, but I hope it's done properly and it's not just done a quick, well that was fine guys, let's move on. But yeah, this issue wasn't too bad for what it is. The artwork is really good. I really like Trini's design in this because you see that she's a powerful woman in this, and I like that a lot, where the others are very powerful too, but I think Trini stands out the most in this. Draken's just a fool to me, and that's not what I like. But right, I am going to leave it there. What are your thoughts on this? Do you like this issue? Do you agree with what I've pointed out? Or are you kind of like still waiting till you kind of get through it? Let me know down below in those comments. Yes, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this sort of video and you want to see more, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, as well as the cheeky notification bell to be notified when more videos drop. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.